One of the most important aspects of coming into your power as a man, now I mean completely into your power, the type of power that when unleashed, you live and die without regret, that type of power. One of the biggest considerations for any man on this path is knowing for sure what type of educational experience he's putting himself through. Sort of to simplify it, I break it down into there's two different types of education. One is the educational experience that most of us have been reared to know as being education. Education of the mind. You know, modern education comes from we come in front of a teacher, we come in front of a learning experience as an empty vessel, and we fill our minds up with information. More than 95%, if not even more, of most of men's experiences in the education system growing up has been of this type. Walk into a classroom, sit down, be quiet, receive the information, maybe ask a few questions, but it's all about receiving information, filling up your brain with more facts, more data, more strategies. It might be skills, whatever it is, but it's filling it up with new information. Filling up the mind, the thinking mind, the rational mind. And yet, albeit there is a value to this, it's by no means the complete form of education. It's by no means, it's far and away from being the most powerful form of education. To really connect with the most powerful form of education, you've got to go back to the root of where the word education comes from. The modern word education comes from the Greek root educare, which literally means to draw out that which lies within you. It's the polar opposite. And when you realize that, you realize how the vast majority of modern education it has nothing to do with drawing out your power, like your unique genius zone, your unique point of creativity, has nothing to do with, like as Tony Robbins' book says, awakening the giant within you. Most of modern education has nothing to do with that. Has nothing of it. Whereas going back, education in the beginning was predominantly to do with connecting you with that inner genius, with that inner soul connection, with that power that you have, that every single human being has. Because until we're connected with that's within ourselves, we're never ever as men going to know just how powerful we are. And if we don't know how powerful we are, how is it that we're ever going to turn up in our greatest power as men, in our greatest power as a husband, as a father? Like, think of it as a father, as a shining light for the next generation to come along after our stay is done on the stage of life. I mean, our power to turn up and really turn up and go for the mission that we know we are here for, or several missions that we're here for. If we don't connect with that power so powerfully that we can take full ownership and burn bright from there, from that power that's already within us, then we can't live and die without regret. We can't have an experience of life that can be as rich as it possibly can for us. And my whole point and purpose is actually helping, well, first of all, connecting myself with that more and more, and by effect through these videos, through all the things I'm doing in my work, is helping you guys connect with that power. But discerning what type of educational experiences that we're putting ourselves in front of is key to this. You know, I think that the form of discernment is on how you feel after your educational experience. Because, you know, some guys will say, well, I'm doing important educational experiences, you know, it's linked to my work. And it's very valid and it's very important, you know, like I know I had professional sort of certification obligations for continuous professional development. I went to those courses and I ticked the box on that. But more and more what I'm asking of myself, and I invite you to start tuning into your own educational experiences, is how do you feel during? How do you feel after that educational experience? Do you feel alive? Do you feel like a spark has been lit within you? Do you feel that the flames of self-confidence are rising higher? And they last beyond that. It's not just a momentary, rising higher and then boom, gone. Back to the same old status quo ding-dong that you were doing before. Is there a growing feeling of you coming more and more into your power from having went through that educational experience, from having attended that online course, from having made the effort to go to that workshop, from having read that book, from whatever it is that you're putting yourself in front of and ingesting information, enjoying an emotional experience? Are you feeling more powerful as a man at the end of it? If you are, and if that's enduring, well then that is Educare. That is drawing out the genius within you. It's drawing out that hero, that soul connection that lights you up as a man. Brilliant. If it's just a mentally engaging thing, more information, few skills, very interesting, but it's not lighting up your whole being, that's a bit more of the modern education. Now, I'm not saying that modern education experience has no value. I love finding out new information, and new ideas, new strategies. It has its place. But if that's the only element, if that's the only aspect of education that you're ingesting, you're not going to be coming into your full power. So, no exact figures, but definitely, I think the most powerful men on the planet, they go more predominantly with the Educare experience. The predominant amount of their educational experiences and interactions with people that's bringing out that power within them. It's an emotional experience that they're discerning through. It's like when they feel red hot, when they feel more power, when they feel stronger, when they feel they're more alive, radically alive. It's Educare, and they do that repeatedly. Millionaires, billionaires, peak performers, world bests, that's what they do. It's from the feeling point of view, from Educare, peppered in with a little bit of strategy, a little bit of information, of the other type of stuff. It has its place, but it's mainly, predominantly, emotionally how they're feeling. Educare, drawing out that which already lies within you. Guys, they're getting to the base fact of it all. There's nothing that you really need to add to yourself to come into your fullest power. That is fundamental to it all. Modern education teaches us that we're inadequate. We just have to keep adding information. We don't. You're powerful, you're brilliant, you're complete, you are enough as you are. Realizing that and stepping forward into life from there, now that's power. Educare is the route to that. Education. It's time to upgrade the experience that we're enjoying, that we're putting ourselves in front of. Unleash that power that's already within myself, within you looking at this, and within our kids, within our communities. It's a new revolution of education that the planet is undergoing. My question to you is, are you leading at the leading edge of this? Have a great day. Love you guys. Bye.